So anyway, what I did end up doing this year is I did try a methanol or alcohol carburetor on the car this year. Ronnie and I went to Dragway 42 at the end of September. We borrowed a 1050 alcohol dominator. It was in a advanced product design carb. It was a used one and it wasn't quite up to stuff. So what happened is okay, it's still going. So what happened was we borrowed this carburetor. We went to make a run. It did terrible burnout. It was almost bogging in the burnout. Made my run. Just before the finish line, the car shut off. I could see alcohol spraying out of the scoop. The fuel pressure was all over the place, so I'm pretty sure the needle and seat was out of the carburetor. So I coasted to the end of the track, got on the return road. I knew it was flooded. So I turned the fuel pumps on, I opened the throttle all the way, eventually got it started, went down the return road, got my time ticket. Now it's very dark there, so I'm kind of rattled. I put the time ticket in my mouth, I motored down to the trailer, pulled in, and I looked at my time ticket. And I had to stare for a long time. I'm car number 801. And if you look, we ran a 999 at 131 miles an hour. Now, I was pretty astounded. That's the fastest the car has ever run, ever. So the car was not running good. It was idling all over the place. I proceeded to open the hood and I would try to adjust the idle, make adjustments on the carburetor, and then we heard the announcement on the PA. The rear staging will be closed in 5 minutes for time trials. So I took everything, threw it on the back of the trailer, started to put everything back together, closed the hood, and my wife goes, where are you going? I go, well, we got to make another run. And she goes, you're not going to run it like that, are you? And I go, yeah. So we motored on back up to staging lanes. We did get another time trial. It went better. It ran better. What I did is I kind of kept my foot into it at the end of the track over the finish line. I had one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake so as it wouldn't stall going over the finish line. So it was motoring pretty good. So there was fellas down there kind of leaning on the emergency vehicles at the end of the track, and when they saw me coming at the rate of speed I was coming at, they quickly ran to their vehicles because they were sure I was going to crash. So with both feet on the brake pedal, I did manage to get it stopped right at the very end and made the last turn. So car's still running, my heart's beating really fast. I get to the ET shack and now it's probably 7:30 at night, and this is the end of September, so it's dark and I cannot see anything. So the lady in the ET shack hands me my time ticket, and of course I can't see it, so I hand it back to her and I said, would you do me a favor? Would you tell me what I just ran? She said, sure. She goes, you ran 134 miles an hour and you went a 993. Well, I said, thank you. So I motored back to the trailer. Ronnie and I were very happy. That was it for the night. We We had accomplished what we had set out to do. And we went home. I must have said to myself that night, this is crazy. I must have said that 100 times. Had a really, really hard time going to sleep that night. So our little alcohol carburetor experiment worked. So what I wanted to show you is what I purchased was a George Rupert 1050 Elky carburetor. So this is what we're going to run this year. No more Cam 2 racing gas. We're going to start running some methanol. It looks like the car is going to run in the 9s with it. So what did the car run before that? Well, looks like the fastest time at the Pontiac race this year on Sunday, looks like it went a 10:16. We did a lot of Wednesday nights at Norwalk this year. Looks like the end of August, August 28th, Wednesday night we were there. Off the trailer, a 10:15. Second pass, a 10:13. And then the final run of the night, a 10:11, 133 miles an hour. So we have stepped up a little bit. If you like this video, except for where I dropped it on the floor, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and leave me a comment. And like I said, I'm kind of an old timer. If you got anything negative to say, you won't hurt my feelings. I'd welcome comments. One thing you learn about yourself, if you go drag racing, you think it's simple. But if you're out there with your car trying to make it run fast, and you haul it out there and you do all the mechanicals and you wash it and you wax it and you drive it, you're going to find out that it's not an easy proposition. I can't tell you how many times I've looked at my wife and said, I think we're having fun. Nothing can humble you more than try to figure out a problem with the car at the racetrack. So I think I'm going to end that right now. Again, if you want to subscribe, if you have any comments, leave me one down below. And hopefully we'll get used to this and more of these videos will be coming shortly.